we are starting off with a reaction recap over the full battle, round 1 of Joey Badass and the homie Ray Vaughn. Like I like to say, this is East Coast, not East Coast versus West Coast, because once again, I think this is New York versus California. It's always been that, but let the media tell it it's East versus West. And it's like, nah, that's not what it is at all. But the first track we're getting into, man, let me know. Or the first track we're getting into, let me know. Jesus Christ. The first track we're getting into is Joey Badass, Big Sean, Absol, the Red Bulls. Huh?
Man, you keep telling me names that are on it and making it crazy. Big Sean's on this too.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you ain't know? Yeah, you know.
Absol, Big Sean. That's probably the most dangerous cipher I've heard in the
Yeah, but you know what's funny?
I haven't heard it, but
it's Big Sean bores me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
really?
I don't, you know, it's not that I don't like Big Sean, but I don't like Big Sean, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like no, again, y'all know me, I'm mental health advocate. I don't like depressed Big Sean. I
know you know different. I feel like he always sounded depressed on that shit.
Well, okay, conversation for another day. But no, I rock with
He always sounds bored and fed up.
I rock with Big Sean heavy. Like, I think he's underrated.
Well, shit, I think you might like this nigga's verse a lot then, because I was just like, he's rapping, but like it's cool. So, you know, we're gonna get into the cipher between Joey Badass, Big Sean. Big Sean for you. Absol.
I like Absol the most.
You know, we're going to see what T thinks of this one, too. And we're going to talk about this battle a little bit.
Low-key Absol may be one of the most...
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on a...
Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Before I even do that, because y'all are just looking at us, just listening to shit. I don't even got the screen up for y'all. I know y'all need that up for reaction, so.
I think there's a world where if Absol had the charisma of Kendrick.
Sometimes character and like all that really matters.
If he had the character and charisma of Kendrick, they would have chose to make him the main guy over Kendrick. Now you gotta go back and of course listen to some stuff. Because lyrically he was crazy. Well, is.
I think that's a good. So. I think that works. How's that looking for y'all? Let me know. All right, dog. So we're going to hop in now. Normally what I do is I pause after each verse and then I'll like talk about, you know, how that verse went and shit like that, rate the verse or whatever. But yeah, so this is part 1, but this is what led into like Ray Vaughn, I think, dissing. I believe Ray Vaughn shot first, and then Joey responded back. So that's how the sequence goes, I believe.
Should I know who Ray Vaughn is? Is that disrespectful question?
No, not really, because I just, you know, it's funny that when we get into another track, that goes back to what your question is. But no and yes, but I only know about Ray Vaughn from this battle and this beef because he's a member of TDE.
So you just answered my question. I didn't know if that's somebody that I should know before.
Nah, I didn't know about him until 87 Colors game, and to this day I still don't know if that's really him on 87 Colors. I could be making that up too, because like I feel like I be saying some shit and people be like, nah, that wasn't him. I'm like, oh shit. So here we are. I know him from Crash Out Harrison's, that's for sure. Here we go, boy. Big Sean, boy.
SHADY, man, Red Bull Spiral. I got my nigga Absol, Joey Badass. Me first, fuck it. Hey, you going nowhere fast, but from your view you could never tell. No wonder, cause you live your life based on a carousel. You bums could probably teach a master class on taking L's. Truth is, if you wake up hating life, then you hate yourself.
Damn, that's how you feel, bro?
You see, most niggas crack under pressure, but I'm a natural. The thing about living by the gun is you shouldn't have to. And if you can't reach for peace, I hope you have to. A lot of y'all my seeds, I see Janae said I had you. A lot of y'all confuse tough skin for having tattoos, but that's what 6 cents is for, like when you add 2. Plus, they gon' try to discredit you when you black too. The drop jams went diamond, but my favorite is Angie Stone. My drive back, that bitch on cruise control like Katie Holmes. Been flipping out in this bitch since it was camera phones. Know you great when you uncomfortable in your comfort zone. Grave digger. How niggas even want my name on they tombstone?
Yeah, your name.
Seems to me you want able. Don't be one of them niggas that read the room wrong. Spit like believe me, I'm more than hungry. Way more unique. Have power before the money. What the hell you know that I'm the dopest one on overdose? You wanna hold it, no psych, hold it. So since the goatee and pouch chains and teaser hats, I even make.
Oh yeah, OT. That's why y'all trying to do some things out in Cali. What you trying to say right now, OT? What you telling me, dog? What you telling me? What y'all got a collab? You hopping on a diss track with Joey OT? Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Oh shit! Don't get OT started, B. That's a New York Philly connection right there.
Ain't that ghost cheese? Just imagine all the other shit you don't see. I'm coming to kill it, destroying the feeling, I'm flooding the feeling, the void.
I don't know how I feel about that, OT. Now I'll play. I'll play with you, but that got interesting. Why you playing? Y'all got a track cooking? I need to know. I need answers, dog.
It's the goatee and pouch chains and teaser hats. I even made the ghost cheese. Just imagine all the other shit you don't see. I'm coming to kill and destroying the feeling, I'm flooding the feeling, the void. Tripping on me, but I still feel at home like I'm feeling Detroit. B.I.G. minus the east and west B. From the down, you gotta kiss me from right to left cheek, little bitch. Yeah. And your wife, he said I was gonna lie.
What, little bitch? He been had little bitch.
I know the homies out here that follow Big Sean know that's where his ad-lib started, and then when he got to his career, he changed his ad-lib up, and that was his new ad-lib. Do I like it? No, I feel like it's ridiculous. But yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna still give. I don't remember what I gave the verse on when I originally did it, but I'm gonna give his verse probably like a 7. I feel like it's somewhere around that ballpark, 7.6.
Yeah,
he was rapping.
Yeah,
I like the 2-piece bar. I like that bar in there, but that was like the only bar that really stood out for me. Because once again, like he's kind of just boring, dog. Like he be rapping. And
I like
shit,
the AD,
but the flow be.
I like I liked his verse on Tobey Maguire.
I mean, that's fair because you got to bring your best pen when you want to shit with M. So
I'm just saying that, like, but you're supposed to bring your best pen when
you're doing a cypher, and you know you're battling against the other dude.
But no slight. I think I give it the same. Right.
Like a 6.57.
No, I was giving it I give it a 7.5.
All right. Fair. So here we go. We're gonna hop right in. We got Av coming up. Let's see. OT said, "Your boy don't miss." That's all he said. All right.
And I took it easy, man.
Man, I told you that in confidence, big bro. You threw me like that, man. Come on. Hey, man, fuck it. Let me remove the cap. My lady told me somebody told me that my career was in the trash. Something about missing my window or something. I wanted to laugh and shatter the glass he was referring to. Cause he ain't got a clue of what I turn into when I enter the booth. Neither do I, but I do know that kryptonite is not an issue. Plus the cape will be navy blue. You stuck in the lowest lane, it ain't a murderer plane. And I'm rather faster than Burner's vein. Anyway, respect the gang in them.
Okay.
Your paper thin, featherweight.
Yeah.
And your paper thin, like you never bang. You don't pay what you weigh, fuck is you even saying? Even if you was related to Shabba, you wouldn't make rank. On my mama, your men of honor just made plank. The rule is back, in fact, I never left. In which case, Joey, you put me in a sticky predicament. I had to show solidarity to my syndicate. So
I don't know if you know what like that part is about. So it's like obviously because Joey was dissing early on with like the rulers back and like all this other stuff. So I don't know what their relationship is, but obviously Ab-Soul has his allegiance to like the TDE camp and everything else. So like there's been words going back and forth with his mans in the camp, which is Ray Vaughn, that's kind of I think what he's referring to. So that's why, and once again, I like how this is a part of the sport and it's on wax because sometimes these shits can get a little tricky. You know what I mean? Especially when you don't see dudes linking up. So when they're doing the cypher, he's like, Joey, you put me in that predicament or whatever. He's just basically speaking on that. But
rule is back, in fact, I never left. In which case, Joey, you put me in a sticky predicament. I had to show solidarity to my syndicate. So you know anybody can get it in such a way that it'll make any position conflicted. But listen, the 47 still on my tricep. Classified, let me scale it. I'm quite the chef. Pro era, the masters that ain't never incorrect. But it's still TDE till 3000 and forever. Light was heavy and Ray definitely stepped.
my fault, chat. Let me know how we sounding when the music playing and we talking. And let me know how the vocals and everything sounded as well, too, because we done changed it up a little bit. So let me know how it's sounding. Once again, couch or 2 couches. 1 couch if it sounds good. 2 couches if I need to fix something.
But this is hip hop, you know we still on that. It was healthy for the sport, sticking to the roots, keeping it competitive. Just be lucky that soul ain't stepping in. All of y'all would have had to shoot. The boat with the ocean view, you know what I came to do. Hey, Sean, let me get the hat again. And ask Nene who her favorite rapper is. I had to do it, Fred.
That's cute, nigga. Look. BK the caution, the bar name, see with caution. I spit fire as arson. They don't want war with the Martian, they sending they troop.
Hold on, my fault. I didn't know we started the verse. I was reading the chat too. I'll read those offline though. But what? Well, I got so, listen, I know I stand by a code with certain things, and my man's that's chatting about it. He know I stand by certain things. So I peep things that I just don't speak on. I'm like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But we can read it and see what's going on.
No,
I ain't gonna read it out loud.
I the way you said it. But go ahead.
So, what do you think about this verse? Where do you rank this verse here? Ab's verse.
I give it 8.5. Yeah, give it an 8.5. I feel like also his verse more than Big Sean. I gotta listen to it again because the Absol is like there's mad layers to his bars.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a double alert.
Like Sean's bars is just right there.
Right.
You know what's going on.
Big
like,
Sean, the
yeah,
Don. I'm gonna to you on a silver platter.
They're very simple bars, but they're bars. Like Absol, you gotta really like listen to stuff that he puts together.
Right.
So that's why, I
just feel like that's how all these TDE niggas be though. These TDE dudes be layered. They layered rappers.
Yeah, but he's different. Like I want you to go back.
I gotta peep into him because I don't know too much about Absol like that.
You gotta go back. Like, I'll give you some songs. Again, I'm not the top. I'll give you some songs before I leave here. Like, Ab's different. Like genuinely saying, I double down on it. If he had the same character charisma as Kendrick, and also I don't know what else was going on behind the scenes, he would have been the man with T. He was actually going he was rising with Kendrick then something happened. Because I even say it like this. Remember like how Schoolboy, he had his moment where he did too, and he dropped his album, and that was about to be Absol, and then something happened.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, and then.
Hopefully that really works so I can read that. You know what I mean? I wanted to read that out loud. I know you ain't about to just lead all the way over here and read that shit too. So I was like, let me just read that. But all right, so yeah, we back to the verse. My fault, y'all.
That's cute, nigga. Look. BK the caution, the bar name, see with caution. I spit fire as arson. They don't want war with the Martian, they sending they troops at the general, but I'm the one who absolute. They obsolete, can't compete because I'm too elite. I'm trying to spark.
So that's.
Nah, you ain't got. I heard all.
Okay.
I was like, you ain't got it. Yo, that bar was crazy.
Yo, little bro and dudes, you little homie and dudes in this one. That's a little homie bar.
Then he's right there.
Well, and that's the crazy part. Like, but they both did the funny shit with the like Joey, and then he's like, "Well, shit, dog. I came at your little homies, or your little homie shot at me, but once again, I'm the one that you really salute and shit. So your little homie need to just chill back." That's how I look at that. That's greasy talk, little homie shit.
Spit fire as arson. They don't want war with the Martian, they sending they troops at the general, but I'm the one who absolute. They obsolete, can't compete because I'm too elite. Trying to spark a match, but they simply lacking the heat. Blasphemy, I don't need no one to blaspheme. Charge it to the game, call that shit a catastrophe.
Blasphemy, I don't need nobody to blast it. Yo, Joey's cooking right now. Oh, we know Joey cooking. Joey cooking right now, nigga.
This ruler's back, they been trying to measure up. Look, my name ain't Rick, but I talk slick, no pressure, love. And I ain't taking no words back, I'm with all that. But this ain't gotta turn to nothing else, let's keep it all rap. First off, I
can never hate the West Coast. But since niggas coming for Joe, fuck it, then let's go. Niggas must have forgot what I said on Control. There's still a bunch of sensitive rappers in their pajama clothes, I guess. This ain't no East versus West, I just think that I'm the best. As a matter of fact, I know these bars could put bad boys on death row. Kinda crazy how Shook and Puff in jail though.
I didn't even catch that at first. These bars can put bad boys on death row. Cause like once again, I was playing off of, cause I said this earlier in my reaction, is that like you can tell he's playing off of like this East Coast, West Coast thing, which is aka New York versus Los Angeles shit. And obviously, you know, Bad Boys in New York and then Death Row's out there. So he's playing off of this heavy too. If you listen to certain bars, like he's going like once again, this made me put a lot more respect on Joey's rap.
He be doing this thing, but man, this is definitely like on a different level.
It's
I'm used to
crazy.
hearing his music, not this. Like
When you dissing,
so.
different.
Yo, I was at the party, but I never seen a freak on. Instead of battle rap on stage, showing his cheeks on. Fuck type of time these niggas be on. Ain't no daylight saving, no sunshine, it won't be long. It's a deadline between the trolls and the weirdos.
I'm positive. I don't want to be disrespectful to show laptop.
You can do that. We a joint reaction, my nigga.
Why you just do the Diddy to the freak off to the daylight within
And he's dissing Daylight with all those bars. He's dissing Daylight. Daylight's getting all the shots in this. That's what's funny about this too is that this cipher here, he's little bro and Rayvon, who Rayvon has been shooting for him for a minute with solo tracks. He's giving more focus to Daylight on this.
Flowing, like,
It's
and if
crazy.
you don't know the pieces, like that, you wouldn't even just, oh yeah, he's rapping about daylight saving. Like, nah, like it's like, nah.
Telling you.
Battle rap on stage, showing his cheeks on. Fuck type of time these niggas be on. Ain't no daylight saving, no sunshine, it won't be long. It's a deadline between the trolls and the weirdos. You're clowning for attention, but wearing masks like Hero. See through your raps, it's clear, bruh. Get your ass capped, trying to fuck with the PRO. I ain't worried about son, this world revolve around mine. You ain't no Copernicus, nigga, you move on my time. Told you I would let you shine, give you space to coexist. Cause when I plan it in lines, now they like getting eclipsed. Supernova aura, now I gotta keep it lit. Make the conversation shift every time I talk my shit. It's written in the constellations, the script. I'm like years ahead, they just trying to catch the drift. Every time I ask them, hey yo, no fly zone, say, oh, is that right? I ain't gotta book no flight, I'm still gonna pack light. I'm over heads like a carry on.
Yo, that's crazy. He's packing Light up in this. He's giving Light the business in this one. This is a Daylight destruction right here. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Daylight.
No.
Okay. Because I ain't too familiar, but I know who Daylight is.
I have my battle rap phase.
Okay, yeah. He's so anytime you're hearing this Daylight shit, just know he's shooting for Daylight every single time.
I know who he's. That's the thing about
you know who he's
like,
talking about.
I know who he's talking about.
Okay,
I know he's out here doing
okay.
the antics. Yeah, that's a good way to say. Like, so it's like, again, that's how I know dude, even though he's not a bad lyrical rap. Whatever. I know who he's talking about.
Okay. So I gotta fill you with that one. All right. So just gotta fill you with the Rayvon shit a little bit. All right.
Yo, they been checked yet, I'm done playing. I popped out like a cassette deck, respect that. They hanging on every bar till I'm hang tight. Get your muscle up before you think a step in the swank right. I'm up early on the grind, I shine through the late night. I ain't gotta lose no sleep to break daylight. Shouldn't give you niggas time of day, but fucking shine a light on them, I'm a lightweight. Now how can I say this all in a nice way? If you need the attention till top, you gotta pay. Look, I said what's a little pup to a canine, it's game time. I ain't green on the defensive, I'm on my dream mind. Empty out the clip on your whole click when I aim mine. I'm catching collaterals, hit you all at the same time. How the fuck one line? Bring a whole state home. What you mean, bro? What you mean? I told you about them, bro. Bro, niggas told you, bro. You gotta respect the game. Bro, niggas is taking shots at me, bro. Niggas taking shots at you. You shot first, bro. I mean, I was just shooting in the air, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get y'all attention, man.
Shut this down.
Okay. Y'all niggas is up right now, man. Hey, big 4-7. It's all that. You feel me? It's love. Come on. You know that.
So all I'm gonna tell you is that I got Joey eating this whole thing. Joey's first, Ab second, Sean third.
No, that's I'm not debating.
That's easy. That's easy one, right? That's easy work.
Yeah.
That's easy work right there. That's easy work. Well, as you have it, you know what I'm saying? Me and T, we both agree on the same thing here, man. That was an easy wash right there, man. Joey doing his thing. I don't, listen.
That's what made me go bump devastated.
I was about to tell you something like, listen, man, I gave Joey a different stance when I first was getting into this, but after this, I was like, nah, man, I think Joey got one. You know what I'm saying? I think Joey got one, and Joey got a listener. I'll say that. Joey got to listen to that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Go back and listen to his last album.
Because I'm big on, like, if I don't know your music, but if I get introduced to you, same way I did with Kendrick. Like, not to say that I didn't know Kendrick's music, but it's one of those, if I'm not fucking with your shit like that, but you get into a spat with a rapper and you get into these battle raps and your shit's impressing me, I dig right back into your catalog. And that's what Joey did with this. This wasn't even a diss. This was like he was throwing shots and this was fun, but it got me digging.
Right.
So I give a cipher a 10. Overall.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely give it a 10. And then, definitely go back and listen to his last couple albums.
Okay.
Yeah, Joey be doing his thing. It's just, he's one of them dudes where he don't drop enough. Like, it's like, but he,
I know him as unique, bro.
Yeah, he don't drop enough. Like, bro, we need to hear more music from this stuff.
Literally no homie as unique, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. All right, well, that was part one. Now, as you said, you're not too familiar with Ray Vaughn like that. Now, I bang with Ray Vaughn. He did Crash Out Heritage. He's done a few songs where I think that's where he started shooting the shots at Joey. But Joey started with Too Much West Coast Dick Licking from the Rulers back. You know what I'm saying? Which I think a lot of people took that out of context because if you remember the Jay-Z song 22 Twos.
You be saying some of the most outlandish things. Like, then
and just
talking like you don't be saying that. So you start out with the 2 girls, 1 pod thing, and I'm like, all right, you just gonna. Then you said there was something else that you said. All right, you just gonna keep talking like you didn't just say that. And then, all right.
It be rolling like that, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just got to be like, I know I said this wild shit, but if I keep going, you might forget. You might forget that I said it. But going back to Too Much West Coast Dick Licking, you know what I'm saying? Like, my man said that in the Rulers Back song, which, if you look at that, he's paying homage to Jay, he's doing his New York thing, and he's also playing off of 22 Twos, which I feel like a lot of people missed that part of the bar because Jay-Z said the same shit in 22 Twos. And was basically saying, niggas on a mission doing their best Jay-Z rendition and shit. But, like, he wasn't really dissing the West. He just said, once again, a lot of people fucking with the West because when the West is up, there's a lot of West Coast dick licking. That's basically what they're saying, which is facts. Yeah. But it goes back to what I've also stated earlier where I feel like people, and when I say people, I think the East Coast, as far as the East Coast goes, New York specifically, they critique the West Coast music a lot differently than anybody else. There's a little envy going on between the two coasts when it comes to that, if you ask me. This stems back to even like the 80s and the 90s and shit like that. So I think people kind of miss that part of the historical part of that because this has been going on from the beginning. I mean, shit, West Side Connection, East Cube, Ice Cube and them, they made a whole damn album dissing New York critics in like the magazine because that's where the source was, you know what I'm saying? Not the source of the magazine, but the source of just like your hip hop shit is based out of New York, if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? All the syndicated shit is New York. Now, granted, you have your West Coast shit over there and your Philly shit, but in the regions of New York, they really is circulating and putting that shit. It's like you get on through New York. Mm-hmm. So, Ray Vaughn has came with his diss, right? It's called Whole Era. Now, I already knew he was playing off the Hoey Joey shit because once again the shirt is wet. As a matter of fact, let's get right to it, man. Let's get right into the imagery here. You know what I'm saying? Because the shirt is a whacked out mural. Because Ray Vaughn's a West Coast artist too, obviously.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on Take Everything Done.
Your boy is broke as hell, so we got the ads playing. It's all good, but YouTube TV gets my money. You know how it go. So here we go. We got the Whole Era whacking out his mural. Whacking out his face, West Coast stuff per usual. Here we go, man. We just running down round one. This is now round one of Ray Vaughn versus Joey, where Joey is finally responding specifically to Ray Vaughn. Because before he wasn't really responding, where in my opinion, I think Joey should have responded because I think musically, now Joey's been around longer, but I think overall, I think they're on the same playing field where it's like they both getting their music back out there. So let's engage in this battle shit. Now, I thought Joey wasn't going to respond. He was going to play with Daylight more. But Ray Vaughn's been coming hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been coming at Joey heavy on multiple tracks. So at this point, it's like, and I think this one, in my opinion, warranted Joey to respond in under 24 hours. Because these songs came out not too long ago, too. Mm-hmm. So he dropped this and Joey responded like in 24 hours type shit. So it was real quick. So we hopping right into this. Let me know what you think of it too, dog. Like, I got a lot of takes on it that I already said, but knowing what you know, who he's connected with, what camp he's from, just think about certain things while you listen to this, but also just listen to Homie, because it sounds like this is about to be your first song of Homie. Yeah. So my man T's about to get put on to Rayvon in the midst of this battle between Rayvon and Joe Biden. I was really about to say Joe Biden, but and Joey Badass. But here we go. Whole era.
Mommy. Yeah. Niggas on that shit again. Yeah, niggas on top. Niggas on, yeah. Look. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, Hoey, is you finished or you done? We don't give a fuck where you from, Okay, what's up? Shut up. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Baby teeth, you ain't even got a plaque yet. Fact check, we wanna see the numbers like a math test round.
So the verse ain't done yet, but I do want to pause it to see if anything sounds or anything feels familiar while listening to this right now.
It sounds like definitely got Kendrick vibes.
Okay.
Like Kendrick Squabble Up.
Okay.
Yeah, cadence vibes.
Okay.
He's not really saying much yet.
Word. Like it's not. Yeah, it's not. You'll see what it gets into. I just wanted to pause here because once again, you said exactly what I said when I first heard this. I was like, I feel like he's rapping on Squabble Up, Hey Now flow, and there was something else in there I forgot. But like basically, you hit the nail on the head with those flows right there because it was like he's literally flowing just like Kendrick, and they're like, Hey Now, sit now, I'm all about my yen. Big face, Buddha, get my peace from within, and there was something else and Squabble Up. Oh yeah, and you nigga couldn't try me in a tri-state buddy pass, but I give a splash to the hydrant. Tell me if it don't sound like that.
No, I do.
Shut up. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Baby teeth, you ain't even got a plaque yet. Fact check, we wanna see the numbers like a math test round. Joey round, we gon' name it at your backpack. Real shit, you should act more and you should rap less. Every verse ass with that BBL cost. West Coast getting seasoned, now you heavy on the salt. Catch him at the Staples Center, bet you I'm a spark. Goofy, don't let power get your TV turned off. Nigga, what? You done ran into them steppers who don't tap dance. Coochie trash bands just for you to put them raps in. Conductor got you sounding like you in a jazz band. Why you going after Dottie, think he Pac-Man? Ooh, CJ like 40 and he on drugs. Clickbaiting for the honeycomb, get your own buzz. Skeletons inside my closet playing Bone Thugs. I put the whole pro era on a pro club. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1.
And this chorus gives me the hey now. Like, it's like, hey now, say now, I'm all up on my yen. So he's flipping whatever that is from that, which in a diss move, I feel like you got to come more original than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked it. Now, this is, once again, I liked it on First Response because I just was able to peep those things. But, you know, if it's, like, for example, like, you're probably like, all right, I'm trying to catch your bars, but, like, you're sounding too much like Kendrick and shit like that. So it's like, what's your take so far?
Nah, like, at first, I'm like I said, he wasn't really saying anything. Now he's really, like, getting into his own flow.
Okay,
like, he's more aggressive than Kendrick ever been on the track, per se.
Okay.
So now, like I said, it's building up towards something. Like, I can see it again. Like, it's like, yeah, we're getting to that point.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see what
you about to get to? Yeah. Okay.
Get your own buzz. Skeletons inside my closet playing Bone Thugs. I put the whole pro era on a pro club. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, Hoey, is you finished or you done? We don't give a fuck where you from, Okay, what's up? Shut up. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Niggas won't smoke, I'm a vape lord. Walk around with 9 on me, feel like I'm in grade 4. I can send him to the stars, he get paid for it. But standing next to Soul ain't gon' save yours. But every verse, ho, we talking about him back. We don't give a fuck about where you was or where you at. See, the fans only know you for the acts, not the blaps. I know where you was and you was never on a map. Look, sleeping one eye open, I'm in Futurama. Old heads ain't try to school you, let me do the honor. Stupid ass nigga, I could tell he never been in drama. Who and nobody, I was writing for your baby mama. Call yourself speaking for the coast without backup. Drop a little 3-track EP and nigga, that stuff. See what happened last time I acted beef a rapper. How you on TV and your homie using CapCut? Get active, stop acting, get active, gang track shit. Your last slap was in 2017 and I play ball. I could deal with niggas on the screen, Ray Whopper. Quick to turn a nigga.
What's crazy is that listening to this, it don't feel like rap. You know, like it don't.
I feel like he's just talking crazy to him.
It feel like some YN shit.
Yeah.
It feel like he rapping.
He rapping, but he's just.
But he's like, nigga, I ain't really trying to rap though.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna tell you about yourself and go back to doing what you.
Do what you doing because like nigga, we really on the street shit. Like it feels like I'm really on the street shit. If you just rapping, like you better keep acting, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You better keep acting is like how I feel about how he's coming off about this. And once again, YNs versus I think Joey a little bit older. Yeah. So like he's looking at this as rap. Yeah. But something tells me, because I've been keeping a little bit up more with Ray than anybody else. And he seemed a little younger. And I don't know if he's like, you know, with the shits. Yeah. And if he's because once again, we playing off this crash out shit too. And I don't, you know when people pick up certain sayings or things that are popular, like you start living by it. I don't know if he's fully getting into crash out mode where he's like, nigga, if I see you, what's up? Because that's like listening to it the second time, I'm like, this shit sounds like it might be up. You know what I mean? It's more than rap. And I want dudes to keep it on wax and on rap, but he's a YN, I think. So it's like he's coming at it with like, yeah, I'm a rap and shit, but you know,
if you did want to take it there,
if you at the Staples Center, if I catch you around the way slipping, it might get a little sticky and shit. That's how it feels listening to this the second time around.
I'll let it finish, but there's one part that I want to talk about. I just want to make sure.
All right.
See what happened last time I acted beef a rapper? How you on TV and your homie using CapCut? Get active. Stop acting. Get active. Gain traction. Your last slap was in 2017 and I played ball. I could deal with niggas on the screen, Ray Whopper. Quick to turn a nigga to a rollout. Heard they moved the goalposts every time we show out. Here's a line combo, it really is a blowout. That didn't respond. Now you trying to call Cole out, dumbass? Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, rock him, stupid ass nigga think he rock him. TDE superstars jealous, he ain't locked in. I done push so many cops, I go to med school. Bullets flying by, sound like sounds on the Neptune. Thought the beef was livestock, really it was Deadpool. For that energy, I gave him wings once I Red Bull. Sorry, not sorry, shit was weak, pardon me. You made a whole EP, copping please. What? Black man, let him breathe. Now fuck that, hang him from the popular trees. He had y'all fool like he do it for the sport. I'm Snoop Dogg, kicking over his little fort. Bitch, you watch, you ain't carrying no perks. You that Ice Spice, turn it to the king of New York. What the fuck? Get active. Stop acting. Get active. Stop acting. Get active. Stop acting. Get active. Stop acting.
So
there you go. What you got? Thoughts?
I think maybe reading more into it, or maybe a double entendre with the, get active, start acting. You could look at it like, all right, actually rap and stop all this.
And stop this acting shit. Yes.
Or
yes,
you could say, get active, stop acting stop acting like you really about to do,
stop acting up, stop rapping about what you're talking about, and let's see if you about that.
Start acting like you're really about this because you're not.
And remember too, because this goes off of, I believe this was a response from the Red Bull cipher. And remember, he was talking about the I'll shoot at your whole crews and all this shit like that. And I think that's where the YN mentality is coming in, where it feels like he's living to, because he's been, if you go back and listen to a lot of Ray Vaughn, I don't know if they're going to put you on or not, but Ray Vaughn's motive since the beginning of this has been crash out. He has a song called Crash Out Heritage, which was fire. Don't get me wrong, it's been fire. And he's doing his thing, but the tone has changed a little bit where this doesn't sound like it's wax. This doesn't sound like a wax track. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's weird because I've listened and I kept into this and it felt more on wax before. But whatever has happened between the not BET cipher, but the Red Bull cipher, and then this response, I don't know anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not behind the scenes. I'm not behind the glass or the lens like that. But it just sounds like that.
Yeah, they both did the thing though.
Word.
Because Joey was winning, but they both
right. And the funny thing is, this is round one with these tracks. So I call it cipher the weigh-in, and I think Ray Vaughn did a LA Leakers freestyle prior, which I probably should have played before I got into this, but I got excited with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But the real part of the meat and the potatoes is these diss tracks. You know what I'm saying? This is round one, which is what is more important. So, what do you rank this song, and what do you think of Ray Vaughn so far?
I'll give it 8.5.
Okay, that's solid. I think I gave it a 9 or a 10.
Yeah,
I ranked it kind
I
of
was
high.
gonna say 8.5 or 9. I just didn't want to feel like I'm hyping it. I did like it.
Nope.
I did. Huh?
I said nope. Don't feel like you're not hyping shit, yo.
No,
You feel
no,
how you
yeah,
feel.
I feel like 8.59
Like,
because for someone I've never heard before, he definitely made me like, all right, I can listen to you again, like you know what I'm saying, and he threw some things together that was creative, and I like the wordplay, and I'm a wordplay person, so. Yeah.
all right. So that's round one. You know what I'm saying? That is not even round one. That's the take on song number one. Now I think he's gonna be really impressed by the Joey Badass response because once again, he's more familiar than Joey than I am. But I just had to get familiar with these tracks here, and I've been super impressed. But give us like 2 minutes because we just checking with the chat and shit, and we doing what we gotta do. Hey man, I already get it. That's why I'm on mute. I gotta catch up to certain things. I'm on mute, man. That's all I'm gonna say is I'm on mute for a reason. So you good. You Gucci, B. No, it's all good. I had to mute it for specific reasons. Those who know understand. If you if you understand, you do, and if you don't, you don't. Yep, you already. Straight up, man. Straight up. I ain't on no whole ass shit, man. I ain't trying to put things out there and make it be like, yo, we clipping this and all that, man. I like to, whatever's in house is in house, man. I ain't on that sucker shit. At the end of the day, I always boil that down to being sucker shit. So I had to mute up. You already know, B. You already know. So we gonna get into the next track, man. This is the response. Oh, you're not ready yet?
No, I'm good.
All right. See, my nigga on his phone and shit, dog. He's like, yo,
no,
shit, dog. He done. He tapped out, y'all. He don't want no more rap beef, B. He don't want no more rap beef. But we gonna get into this track here, man. The response. This is round one. So I originally had round one tied. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like what both artists did on the display as far as just how they dissing each other. But on second listen, I do have a different take on how this whacked out Miro shit's going, but I also have a different vibe with how my man Ray Vaughn's coming versus how Joey's rapping. It feels like it's not wax, but that's to remain to be seen. But we are gonna hop into Joey Badass, the response, which is called the finals. I thought this was tough. Let's see if my man T thinks this is just as tough. We're gonna see what's up.
Hey, if you've been trying to remove this from your life so that you can be more in alignment with what's inside of this book, and you've continued to fail over and over, there's
crazy, bro. The thing is that, yo, they be making the commercials make me feel so broke. Because ever since that meme, bro, I would have been fine. But the algorithm showed me that meme where, like, he was like, damn, so y'all got ads? He was like, I didn't know I was chilling around so many brokies.
That commercial is just crazy. Yo, did you seen that commercial? I don't know if you've seen the commercial about, like, the deodorant spray. There's two commercials that are crazy. It's about the deodorant spray. But, you know, usually they show you spraying the deodorant in, you know, the air. Yeah, they spraying all over. That's one commercial. The other commercial is, like, I ain't going to say, it's like tick, whatever. And they're making the joke about, oh, I thought you meant dick pic. In the commercial. They said it in the commercial. It's like, y'all just be saying anything to get people's attention. Mind you, they're doing their job because I'm telling you this right now, and clearly those things stuck in my mind. So it's like, I know the product.
Crazy.
But, you know, the code, for them to be doing an ad about that on YouTube, that's crazy.
I mean, we done seen the Skittle ads and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We done seen wilder ads, nigga. But we gonna hop right into the finals, dog. We gonna get right into that. We gonna see what T thinks of this as well, too, man. I think this was tough, too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let you get it.
New York City. Stand up. I'm back. That's right. Stupid, are you dumb?
And once again, I love how Joey, dog, and you're gonna see this throughout. Like, I love how Joey's kind of paying homage to like a lot of hip hop shit between the East and West. You know what I'm saying? With like the Tupac references between acting and rapping. I think he said in one of the bars, just the death row shit. You know what I'm saying? The bad boy shit. And I may be speaking too early. That's why I'm like, let me just pause a little bit about how I'm explaining the shit. I don't think he did that in the cipher, but yes, I like what Joey's doing as far as his hip hop homage between the East and West shit. But yeah, anyway. Don't forget to like the video.
What kind of top dog is you? You more shit shoe. You was cloned in the lab, dog. You artificial. You known for your label, not because you're artificial. And I ain't gotta talk about I broke you artificial. Cause when I send shots at you, it be hard to miss you. Ain't gotta know the magazine just to press this issue. In fact, these ain't even shots, they miss you.
Nigga barring off on him so early, dog, with the magazine, press the issue and shit. The artificial. Yeah, I was gonna say the artificial shit. The artificial bar was crazy, bro. Like, whatever it was like, but your art's not official. Like, no. I already said a double alert early. Play it back. What you gotta say? I know you got something to say.
No, I'm still stuck on the artificial bar. Like, then I was about to process that because I'm like, dang, like that's maybe harder than the artificial bar. Like,
listen now. Listen, nigga.
Song only even 30 seconds.
I said, listen, bro, this is why I fuck with you, dog. Because the same way that I hear shit and see that, I did the same thing in my original reaction. I literally did the same thing, paused at like 46 seconds. I was like, we ain't even a minute in, and my man's bringing in the work right now early. It's crazy. This is crazy work.
It's a 4-minute track. Let me start. All right.
Listen.
About I broke you artificial, cause when I send shots at you, it be hard to miss you. Ain't gotta load the magazine just to press this issue. In fact, these ain't even shots, they miss you. Trying to outclass a badass, so I gotta dismiss you. You all bark, no bite, hit
I
dog.
didn't even catch that part the first time, like the badass, but I gotta dismiss you from class and shit. That double alert is crazy. We ain't gonna call them double entendres anymore. We call them double alert. So I'm creating my own shit. You know, like my man firing the bull. He be like, he's on fire and all that shit. Like double alert is on the couch of this bitch, bro.
The magazine just to press this issue. In fact, these ain't even shots, they miss you. Trying to outclass a badass, so I gotta dismiss you. You all bark, no bite, but hit dogs, go holler. Caught a couple strays, now it's time I put them on the collar. I let them ride while I charge them for top dollar. You the next nigga getting dropped off a top roster, and I'ma be the reason. Okay, bet you sick dog looking for beef with a seasoned vet. I euthanize sick pups, nigga. You gon' see you barking up the wrong tree, think you fucking
We'll get right into that. We're gonna see what T thinks of this as well too, man. I think this was tough too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let you hear it. I'm gonna let you hear it.
stand up. I'm back. Right, stupid, are you dumb?
And once again, I love how Joey, dog, and you're gonna see this throughout. Like I love how Joey's kind of paying homage to like a lot of hip hop shit between the East and West. You know what I'm saying? With like the Tupac references between acting and rapping. I think he said in one of the bars, just the death row shit. You know what I'm saying? The bad boy shit. And I may be speaking too early. That's why I'm like, let me just pause a little bit on how I'm explaining this shit. I don't think he did that in the cipher, but. Yes, I like what Joey's doing as far as his hip hop homage between the East and West shit. But yeah, anyway. Don't forget to like the video.
What kind of top dog is you? You more shit shoe. You was cloned in the lab, dog. You artificial. You known for your label, not because you're artificial. And I ain't gotta talk about I broke you artificial. Cause when I send shots at you, it be hard to miss you. Ain't gotta load the magazine just to press this issue. In fact, these ain't even shots, they miss you.
Nigga barring off on him so early, dog, with the magazine, press the issue and shit. The artificial. Yeah, I was saying the artificial shit. The artificial bar was crazy. Bro, like whatever it was like, but your art's not official. Like no. I already said a double alert early. Play it back. What you gotta say? I know you got something to say.
No, I'm still stuck on the artificial bar. Like, and then I was about to process that because I'm like, dang, like that's maybe harder than the artificial bar. Like,
listen now. Listen,
the
nigga.
song only even 30 seconds.
I said, listen, bro. This is why I fuck with you, dog. Because the same way that I hear shit and see that, I did the same thing in my original reaction. I literally did the same thing, paused at like 46 seconds. I was like, we ain't even a minute in, and my man's bringing in the work right now early. This is crazy. This is crazy work.
It's a 4-minute track. Let me start. All right.
Listen.
About I broke you artificial, cause when I send shots at you, it be hard to miss you. Ain't gotta load the magazine just to press this issue. In fact, these ain't even shots, they miss you. Trying to outclass a badass, so I gotta dismiss you. You all bark, no bite, but hit dog.
I didn't even catch that part the first time, like the badass, but I gotta dismiss you from class and shit. That double alert is crazy. We ain't gonna call them double entendres anymore. We call them double alert. So I'm creating my own shit. You know, like my man firing the bull. He be like, he's on fire and all that shit. Like double alert is on the couch of this bitch, bro.
The magazine just to press this issue. In fact, these ain't even shots, they miss you. Trying to outclass a badass, so I gotta dismiss you. You all bark, no bite, but hit dogs, go holler. Caught a couple strays, now it's time I put them on the collar. I let them ride while I charge them for top dollar. You the next nigga getting dropped off a top roster, and I'ma be the reason. Okay, bet you sick dog looking for beef with a seasoned vet. I euthanize sick pups, nigga. You gon' see you barking up the wrong tree, think you fucking with me. It's about time, top, let your ass off for the leash. Signed for 5 years, yet your biggest moment for me. Can't nobody name a single song you ever released. Even Crash Out wasn't your original beat. Every time.
Oh, we gonna pause it on that because I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And like when I heard, like, for me in rap battles, bro, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was what he did, but you know, going off of like, because when you come at this approach when like you're battle rapping and you come at like the character, hence what Kendrick did with Drake, I think that opens up a lot more to how you view the artist regardless, because now you're like, oh damn, that crash out was your beat. Now that song's not as good. Then you keep saying like this top, he's playing off the top shit and all that, and it's like you thirsty for attention. It's like, well, really, why are you dissing Joey? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really, like, when people do this approach in battles, I love it. I specifically love it. Like, I don't know how you feeling about it right now.
The only thing I play as devil advocate is what you giving him the attention, though. Kind of the same thing that you said about Kendrick and Joe. Like, you can't say that and then you giving the man the attention that you claiming that he's coming at you for. That's it. Oh, that's all right.
That's real. That's and it's funny with that gray area be happening with that shit. But it goes back to like, well, Joey hasn't. Would you consider Joey an established hip hop artist versus an actor?
It's tough because I think homies that know music would know Joey, but he's not a household name.
And I think that's what matters in this regards to this, because I know of Joey, but I can tell you right now, I wasn't listening to too much of Joey's music prior to The Ruler's Back. I'll be honest with you, like I said earlier, and I'm always consistent, like, I ain't gonna really, like, I know of your shit, but if it ain't catching me,
but I think
I gotta see you back.
I think of Joey. Comparison with Joey, it's like,
cause he's from that same class, I think too.
like real talk, like Joey's so nice that or artist, or I have a creator, like he could drop music, but I feel like he's like, nah, I'd rather
chilling. Like I'd rather do other avenues.
He's not this person. It's on some Andre Benjamin type. I could drop for y'all. Andre 3000.
Okay, cause I was like, do you mean Andre 3000 and you know this nigga's real name and shit? Like, cause there be times I be like, I know real names around him, but then like for example, like Black Thought when it was like Tariq Strada, I was like, who the fuck is that? It was like Black Thought. I was like, oh shit.
That's real name. Anyway, so it's like he could drop any time, and he's like, even though again he had way more of a catalog than Joey when he took. Of course. But it's the same thing. Like I feel like Joey is talented in other areas, and like, I could do this music.
Because he's acting a lot more. Yeah, so he does a lot more. That's why.
But it's not for his lack of like dropping music or having an audience. I feel like he had
other places. He's getting the bag.
Yeah, and he had because he had an audience before he took a break. You know, wherever.
I mean, I remember people at my job talking about Joey Badass for a little bit, and like for me, I'm not quick to get into new artists like that. Like I'm gonna get off my lawn, nigga, when it comes to music and shit. So like if like you not doing something groundbreaking, I'm just not giving the time.
After this, after we get through this, I'm gonna play you some Joey. Like that dropped, but I also feel like too, which is not his fault. There was so many talented people dropping when he was dropping that he was like he was being outweighed by people who were just like more popular. It wasn't that his music wasn't good.
Okay, that's real. That's real, and that's why also what brings me to doing this channel shit. I know we pausing and stuff during this reaction and shit, but y'all know this is what we do anyway. But this is what gets me into that, because I get to discover not newer artists, but give a different appreciation for the artists that I may have knew of or whatever.
I even go far and say this: the same thing potentially could have happened to Kendrick. Like, because Kendrick was dropping when other artists were more popular, and he just had an audience that just held him down.
And I think he just elevated with the albums, because the albums matter.
You know, and then that's the truth too. But he wasn't a household name when he was actually good to a lot of people.
I feel like he was in his own right, because he always got put into that list. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick out of that class, it was always a conversation of Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
I don't think he got put into that list till Good Kid, Mad City.
Well, that's what matters.
He was dropping before that.
Well, that's what matters, though. You know what I'm saying? When you drop your first debut album is where it starts to matter. Because same with Drake with Take Care and all that shit or whatever.
But I just say like his
Cole
project,
with whatever his first shit was.
So I guess the equivalent I'm trying to make is like, even though Joey did drop a debut album and again it was good, he just didn't have that album to put him.
It didn't put him out there. Yeah, that's
he was still good.
He was still good, but it still kept him marginalized, so to say. Yeah. But we gonna get right back into it, because we could have just kept on going.
Joey drop, you see he eats. I did more for you than the whole of TDE. It's too bad, nigga, you should have been signed to me. Somebody tell Top we about to start TDEs. Funny how they gotta use the pro name for promo on the low, though. I really think you niggas is homo. The way you let that dick sit in your mouth. This that same dick licking I was talking about. You niggas would do anything.
Goes back to, like I said, he doubles back. Too much West Coast dick licking.
We heard it. You heard something earlier.
Clap, crash out over niggas who won't even let you in their house. I bet you ain't even got his number. It's funny how the thirst is being disguised as hunger. Should've sat down, been humble, but now I gotta son you. This little ray of lighter be the biggest shine of your whole life. I don't just flow, I talk to your soul on the mic. You don't want smoke with me? Please just give me a light. You need me to buzz, I'm like years beyond Ray. Want me to engage, so you mention my fiance. Clearly I ain't scared to get in the ring. I mean, even Javante had to fight a couple bums just to be king. Fuck around, leave me no choice to slave on. Sugar in your tank, but you ain't no sugar rave on. Gave on, keep punching up.
Because you missed the bar real quick, my bad.
Javante had to fight a couple bums just to be king. Fuck around, leave me no choice to slave on. Sugar in your tank, but you ain't no sugar rave on. Gave on, keep punching up with them pillow hands. You ain't even the middle man, you just a little man. Fuck whipping feet, we throw hands like Ray Man. You ain't no Ray Liotta, how much you made, man. Said I wouldn't talk about your pocket, but hey, man.
Did you catch any of those bars? Did you catch any of that? Did you catch any of that?
I'm still stuck on the sugar, Ray.
Did you catch any of that?
I ain't even gonna sit here and act like I'm keeping up. I'm still stuck on the sugar, Ray.
Hey, listen, that bar, the whole Ray bar was crazy because, like you said, it's going into the Ray, punching sugar hands, sugar Ray bars. He's tying like you got sugar in your tank and shit.
Man,
you the little man. Yo, bro, nah, we breaking it down. We're reacting right now. But the part, let me see if you caught the part where. Hold on, let me play it back because I don't want to recite.
Man, you just a little man, fuck whipping feet. We throw hands like Ray Man. You ain't no Ray Liotta, how much you made, man. Said I wouldn't talk about you.
Do you know what that is? You ain't no Ray Liotta, how much you made, man. You ever seen Goodfellas? Oh, nigga.
No, I know there's like a Soprano type bar there. I'm not.
It's a Goodfellas bar. Nowhere close to because Goodfellas is before Sopranos. Now, no disrespect to Sopranos, great show,
well, I'm just
great
saying,
show.
like,
but we from the times of Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? Casino. You know what I'm saying? All those. You know the Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro movies. Now the Ray Liotta character that he's talking about.
Like half the young audience when we started.
I don't even got a lot of young audience like that, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why it's important. You know, and if the young audience is here, they're gonna be like, Goodfellas, what the fuck you talking about? And that's why I think a lot of people bang with me because I be catching these movie references bars. Like, he's literally going from the Goodfellas bar where Ray Liotta's character, which was Henry Hill, which is based off of a true story from the mob members. I think it's the Genevieve family. Don't quote me on that. But he's going off of that where the character of Henry Hill, he could never be a made man in the mob because he wasn't fully Italian. I think his mom was Italian, but his dad wasn't, or vice versa. But basically, if you didn't have full Italian blood, you couldn't be made man. But his man Nicky in the movie became a made man and shit. But Ray was always putting in the work, but he couldn't really be that. But he's going off of Ray Liotta, but he played the character Henry Hill. And that's what he's talking about. I thought that bar was so fucking cold. That basically was what made me be like, yo, this is a 10. That was the bar that made me think it was a 10. Because it was the whole Ray scheme, too. From the Sugar Ray bar, sugar in your tank and shit, all that.
Like Ray Man, you ain't no Ray Liotta, how much you made, man. Said I wouldn't talk about your pocket. But hey, man, you need an optician just to see Ray-Bans. Go fetch a coffee for your CEO. Cause judging by the numbers, clearly I can see he old. Your mouth running cause your pockets running low. I'm active and I'm active. Yeah, and that's something only me and Pac would know. Play with fire, then you gon' get burned. Listen and learn, kid. You was better off as the intern. Better yet, a mascot. I've been a beast with these flows, nigga. You can ask that. Illuminati Part 2. Yeah, that was my last shot. And it's the difference between that and rulers back. Let's be clear. I salute you, Kenny, but I know you unaware. You looking for some competition? Then just know that I'll be right here. Straight like that. Look, yeah. Slime nigga rap.
Which is funny because when people focus on that so hard, but once again, it's the bigger character in the situation, which is Kendrick versus Ray Vaughn. But if you understand how the rap shit go, Kendrick just ain't gonna shoot for him like that. He gonna shoot back.
Is it that he wants Kendrick, or he knows that dropping that with the momentum that Kendrick has would bring more attention to this?
I think it's a mix of both, to be honest.
No, I was just throwing that card out there.
I think it's a mix of both because I feel like he's trying to play off the momentum to get his name back on the map. Yeah. But you can't shoot for the king when you ain't done nothing as far as like the audience.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it to really get him to respond or just the shock value of? Oh,
I think it's still a mix. I think it's if he gets him to respond, that's more play for Joe. Mm-hmm. But I think it's shock value because it got people like me to listen. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it works. You know what I'm saying? Get your marketing on. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit off. There's no doubt about that. But as far as, because I think a lot of people, they get caught up into like the names and like what's being said. They're like, somebody got to respond. It's like, nah, like the way the levels work, Kendrick not about to respond to this.
I'll be so real with you. I only know he did this because people made it seem like he was dissing Kendrick. I didn't even know he had a whole track about this woman. See what I'm saying? Like, right. The headline's
different. Here's the thing. Like, they say that because of the rulers back too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's bits and pieces that you might have missed that I didn't put you on to in the start of this, which is my fuck up. But but at the end of the day, it stems from the rulers back. And maybe one other thing in between.
So, but put that aside. I think it's more so, like you said, shock value. Trying to get people's attention, as well as if you do want to come for me, I'm here to play. Which honestly, listening after this, I'm like, that would be kind of interesting to see as far as just a lyricist rap thing would go. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Now I think Kendrick would dismantle him because I think there's just too much strategy that Kendrick has, and he has the momentum, and he has too much access. And when I say access, you have access to beat makers that I don't know if Joey has the access to. If you're getting Alchemist out here, you're getting Mustard, you're getting all those guys. I just don't know if you can, because that matters in the disses. Any of these diss tracks so far haven't been.
They know we're close to. You're not putting this on to Meet the Grams. You're not putting this with Euphoria. You're not that, and it's just like even in comparison with what I just seen, like this ain't touching the Euphoria. This ain't even touching the 616 in LA. No. So it gotta be, you gotta get that production. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now for me that just loves the art of the battle, the rap battle, I'ma fuck with it, but knowing that there's levels to this, I can't put it that, but hold on, I think we gotta finish this out, my fault.
I'm back. You gotta love it. Yeah.
And that once again, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But, I think he's doing a good job with this. By playing and engaging in this, because he's the bigger artist, and he's gonna most likely win this battle, I give it to him. But I got time. I don't know about you, because it's the end of the track.
Finals, nigga.
Oh, he said you failed this year. Because he was talking shit.
And you failed the test, nigga. You fucking failed.
A lot of people got Joey. I got a tie, man. I'm not gonna lie. Off the second listen, I still give it a tie.
I'd like to go hunting.
Because they both came with aggression. Now, with that tie, though, I must say Rayvon must respond. Because that reply to his reply warrants a response.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So it's hard to say tie when he still got another track he needs to drop.
Well, it's round one. This is round one. Technically, because when you had that freestyle, freestyle was not really. I call freestyles or anything where you're with people away in. Yeah. But when the tracks come out where Rayvon, because Rayvon initially responded to that freestyle. Okay. But when you have your own tracks, I'm like, that's now round one is up.
Yeah. I see why you say it's a tie because Rayvon had the catchy hook, the bars, but.
They took a page out of Kendrick's book. It makes you feel the hit a little bit more.
Yeah, but Joey just, like you said, start to finish, was just killing it.
It was bar heavy like crazy. But I would give Joey the slight edge off of that, but I still give it a tie because it didn't make me go, oh, this is definitely Joey. You know what I'm saying? Because there's shit that I could listen to. Yeah. Because even when I listened to the first time, I'm like, well, Rayvon was getting at him. It's just, you know what I'm saying, you have to get past the bop shit of it, you know what I'm saying, and then tune into like his lyrics. And
that's what I'm saying, it took a little bit to get into it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, because it all depends on what you
know
want.
What I mean? That's
right. But I was from start to finish, I feel like Ray was still doing his thing to make it a tie. You know what I'm saying? Because what Joe did, if that first disc wasn't so strong with all the points of like, you know, you got the bop, you got the beat, you got the bars, he would have been toast. Yeah. But he kind of had all three, and you can kind of get past, like you said, the slow start because that beat and that rhythm was so dope, and then you're like, oh, he is going off on this shit. Where Joey just came off the rip, because once again, Joey has ammunition because he's listening to the response. That was his reply. So I go tie.
Okay.
But because that reply was so strong, Ray now has to reply. The pressure's on Ray Vaughn. I always look at that. The pressure always goes back to Ray. You know what I mean? Because now you have to match that with not a bop though. You got to bar off now. You got to rap. So that's where I put that. Round two is undecided, TBD. But that's what I got with that for sure.
Okay. No, again, I can't really debate that. I see the tie. I just, again, maybe just me being biased because I actually know Joey and I rock with
his catalog.
Yeah, I rock with his catalog.
And they're both on the same for me. I don't really know their catalog like that.
I'm sitting here saying this is just like a build up to me. Like this is like a light, like when I'm up, like I'm just trying to get you to calm down before I really have to take it to another level. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our conclusion on who's up in round one as we revisit this again. Now, y'all see my reaction and everything. Now, this is just a whole new reaction because, I got my man T on the couch today, dog. We doing a joint reaction, which we've done this in the past, but it wasn't as smooth because my man was sitting over there. I had one mic, no Nas, and, he talk a little low sometimes, you know what I'm saying? My man talk a little low. He got a little lower voice and stuff, so being all the way over there with the mic right here wasn't gonna work, but we figured it out. I upgraded some of the equipment and shit, and that's where we conclude with this battle right here. I think I got a tie. I think he has Joey up one. Let me know in the chat and let me know in the comments below where you guys have round one. Because once again, this is a round one recap. This is a full battle recap real quick. I think last time I kind of split it up into just separate reactions, which I think I'm gonna keep it that way, and I think this will just be his own video because I tried to mash up what I did on my own, but I'm like, y'all are just literally gonna watch the same thing again, so I just didn't really want to do all that again. So that's where we're gonna go with that, man. But don't forget to like the video, subscribe. We're gonna be back with some more, dog. We out of here. Peace.